Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today is going to be a day where I'm going to explain my thoughts on the universe right now. So, the universe, informally, means everything there is. Mountains, oceans and the moon. And hot nuclear balls of hydrogen and a lot more. But if the universe is everything, does it mean that it includes the things that we don't know or that we don't know exist? Or even the things that we believe exist, but we haven't seen or observed? For example, is the future part of a universe? In physics, we usually distinguish between these notions as the observable universe, which is everything existing that we know so far, and the whole universe, which is everything that has existed, will exist, or that exists anywhere, regardless of whether or not we're aware of it yet or will ever be. Of course, the main reason for this distinction is that we can scientifically talk about the parts of the universe that we haven't been able to observe, and the two biggest reasons that we might not be able to observe a piece of the universe yet are either that it's in the future or it's so far away that light from it hasn't had time to reach us yet. To explain, as far as we know, the universe has had a beginning and now is 13.8 billion years old. Light takes time to travel through space, so anywhere too far away from us just isn't visible yet, in the same way that thunder from a distant lightning strike isn't audible until you wait long enough. If you are blind, the thunder will be the first sign that you have of the storm's existence, though once you hear it, you can infer that the storm must have existed all along. So, within the observable universe, what do we know exists? Pretty much just three things: space, particles, and physics, that describe how much space-time and those particles interact to give gravity and the other forces everything. It's open to debate whether mathematics is part of the universe or if it even exists outside the universe. But if you think that mathematics exists and if the universe exists, then well, I'll leave that up to you. There is one other thing, though, that you may have heard of: parallel universes or multiverses, an idea proposed by sci-fi fanatics that we think could be part of the universe that's actually a smaller piece of a larger thing, which is really everything there is. So, the universe, how big is it? Does it have a center? Does it have an edge? Is it getting bigger? And if so, why? Well, we know two different meanings for the universe. First, the observable universe is everything that we've been able to see or observe thus far. And second, the universe, or the whole universe, meaning everything that exists or has existed and will exist. More specifically, the observable universe is the region of space visible to us from Earth. And since the universe is only about 13.8 billion years old, and light takes time to travel through space, then regardless of what direction we took, we see light that's been traveling at most 13.8 billion years. So it's logical to think that the observable universe must be 27.5 billion light years across, but it's not. That's because, over time, space has been expanding, so the distance of objects that have given off the light 13.8 billion years ago have since moved even further away from us. Today, those distant objects are a bit more than 46 billion light years away. Multiply times 2 and you get 93 billion years, the diameter of the observable universe. To give you a sense of scale, the size of the Earth within the observable universe is roughly equivalent to the size of a virus within the solar system. Although that doesn't help much because we can't really appreciate the invisibleness of a small virus, nor the bewildering bigness of the solar system either. So let's just say that the observable universe is stupendously big, but the whole universe, as far as we can tell, is a lot bigger. Space is most likely infinite, or at least it doesn't have an edge, though the difference between those is another story itself. Now, what about the center of the universe? Well, the observable universe has a center: us. We're at the center of the observable universe because the observable universe is just the region of space visible from Earth, and kind of like how a view from every tall tower, a circle is centered on the tower. The piece of space we can see from here is naturally centered here. In fact, if you want to be more precise, each one of us is the center of our own observable universe. But that doesn't mean we're at the center of the whole universe, just like the tower is in the center of the world. It's the center of the piece of the world that it can see up to the horizon. But just because you can't see beyond the horizon doesn't mean there's nothing there. And so it is with the observable universe. Looking up to the sky, we see light that's almost 13.8 billion years old and coming from stuff that's now 46 billion years away. Anything farther beyond the horizon. But each second, we see new, even older light coming from slightly farther away, one light second farther, to be precise. And so our view of the cosmos is literally getting bigger all the time. All we have to do is wait and watch as the universe ages from light and more distant places has the time to get to us. So here we are, sitting at the center of our own observable piece of the whole universe. How big is the universe? Well, the observable universe is 93 billion light years across. The whole universe is probably infinite. Does the universe have a center? Again, the universe does. The universe as a whole, almost certainly not. And is the universe getting bigger? Yes, space is expanding, which makes both the observable universe and the whole universe bigger. Plus, over time, we see older and older light coming from farther and farther away, so our observable universe gets bigger that way too. And in a nutshell, is our view from the tower. You are the center of the universe.